next one, which is the co-main event. And for the bantamweight title, Petr Yan versus Cory Sandhagen.
The real bantamweight belt, because we have a fake champion in our midst, and his name is Aljamain Sterling.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Listen, that guy is part of our community. He is part of Long Island. He's from UP now. Like,
he is.
We loved him, but not anymore. Not after what he did.
No.
Not after what he did.
He betrayed us.
But in all honesty, back to this fight, I think this fight has all the makings of fight of the year. You have Petr Yan, who's a slow, silent assassin. He gets stronger as the fight moves forward, and he gains that momentum, and he just feeds off of he just feeds off of just hitting you, and he just ends up with those late stoppages so often. He was gonna do the same thing to Aljo before Aljo took that illegal knee. Sandhagen, on the other hand, rewatch him in his last fight against Dillashaw. I thought he won, but I'm biased against TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah.
Sandhagen and Dillashaw is dealing with a knee injury himself. Fuck TJ Dillashaw. We don't need to be talking about him right now. Cory Sandhagen, one of the most entertaining guys to watch, if not the most entertaining guy to watch in the 135-pound division. Him and Sean O'Malley are probably the two most entertaining guys. Would you agree?
It's probably up there.
135.
It's probably up there.
Petr Yan too.
Of course.
This fight is gonna be a fucking war, and I think it's gonna go 2 48-47s to Yan and a 48-47 to Sandhagen. I think it's gonna be a split decision, and Petr Yan keeps his belt or wins the interim belt. But this fight is going to be one of the best fights we see this year, if not the best.
I totally agree with you on that one. I'm going to start off with Cory Sandhagen. He's got both these guys have bizarre stats. 6.3 strikes per minute, 47% accuracy. He's got a plus 2.25 striking differential. Only 65% takedown defense, but he is skilled off his back, and he's super long and lanky. He's able to get his legs up to his, he's able to do these submissions that normal people just cannot do. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He's coming off that fight from TJ Dillashaw, like Dan said. I hate Dillashaw as much as the next guy, but I do think he slightly won that one. But before that, he was on a 2-fight winning streak over Frankie Edgar and Marlon Moraes. So all tough competition.
Knockouts, with the Frankie Edgar knockout being one of the coldest knockouts I've ever fucking seen.
Yeah, that was unheard of or unseen before that. Well, he's going to be taking on
Edgar of all people.
I know. He's going to be taking on former champ Petr Yan. I could not think more highly of this guy. 6 strikes per minute, 52% accuracy, a plus 2.5 striking differential. Both guys' striking is very similar statistically, but very different fighters. And this is huge here. 2.15 takedowns per fight at 66% accuracy and 90% takedown defense. I expect Petr Yan to be able to get takedowns in this fight. People always talk about his crazy Muay Thai. Like, you see videos of him and he's got the quickest, some of the fastest hands you've ever seen, the loudest, when he hits the pads, it sounds like firecrackers are going off. The guy is the real deal striking. No one really talks about his grappling as much as that. And it needs to be a fact.
He doesn't like to be on. He doesn't. He trips guys and takes them down technically, but he lets them right back up.
Yeah, he wants. Yeah, he kind of tortures people in there. You know what I mean?
I mean, you look at Aljo trying to get takedowns the entire time, and then Petr Yan was like, "Oh, this is how. Now get back up and fight me." Yeah. That's what he did to Aljo.
That he was teaching Aljo a lesson in that. Aljo went 1 for 17 for takedowns in that fight, and Petr Yan went 7 for 7, 100%. That fight was not even when I was watching that, not even close. Not even close in my mind.
Not even close, and it was getting even more not even, like it was getting even further away.
Cory Sandhagen might be the number. This could be like an Israel Adesanya and a Robert Whittaker type deal where Israel Adesanya is Petr Yan and he's the number one guy. He's the champion and no one can beat him. But then there's also a guy right below that where is tough as nails and no one can beat him either. But he's never able to like go up and become champ. You know what I'm talking about? And I think that's exactly what this situation is. I'm going to go with Petr Yan in this one 100%.
Via. How does he do it?
That's a tough one. That's a tough one, man. I don't know. It's tough to see, maybe TKO. It's tough to see Cory Sandhagen get knocked out. He's never been knocked out in the UFC. I can't see him getting knocked out, and maybe that's why. But you never know. Petr Yan, that's what he does to people.
Yeah.
But who knows? Decision, maybe?
I see decision. I think this fight's going all 5.
Yeah. All right. So cool. At least we agree on that. We're agreeing on the whole thing, actually. We're both going to go Petr Yan. Both going to go by decision.